towards when the Mongols came into Russia. So that's basically what a Russian village looked like. Yep, we can go on to, this is what an early army from one of those villages might look like if it ever had to fight. The weapons were very primitive. They'd have spears. Maybe they don't show so well in the photo. You can see the guys in the front with their spears. The guys at the back have swords, and behind them might be guys with bows and arrows. The guys with bows and arrows were there to protect them from enemy that were some distance away. They can shoot, obviously. A spear or a sword has only got a very short range, so the bow and arrow was to handle the guys at a distance. Because it takes two hands to use a bow and arrow, they couldn't use a shield to protect themselves. So the guys with bows and arrows weren't so good in hand-to-hand fighting. So they stayed at the back where they were better protected and fought from the distance. Guys at the front with spears. The spear had a longer reach than a sword. So as the two armies got closer, the spear was good in the first round of fighting because the guy just needed to stand there and he could kill someone in the front row as the two armies got closer. Of course, once you get closer, the spear becomes very hard to handle. We're all now fighting close in. If I'm trying to fight you with my spear, I'm getting it caught up with this guy. And while I'm trying to untangle myself, you can kill me. So the spear is no good in close-up fighting. So that's when they'd use their swords. And the guys at the back can come straight in with the swords and protect the spearman while he's getting rid of his spear somehow. Obviously, if he's managed to kill his opponent, it's stuck in the enemy's body and he just lets it fall down with him. If he hasn't managed to kill him, then he might just want to drop it on the ground. It's the quickest way to get rid of it. Take out his sword and he'll come back and collect it later, assuming that he's still alive. They fought, as you can see, they're close together. When the battle got really close up, these guys in the front would link their swords together, so it was like a wall, and there was no gap in between. This was just for more defence. Those of you that play football on the offensive line, trying to protect the quarterback or the defensive line, you don't want any gaps between you and the guy standing next to you that the other team can get through and get to your quarterback. It's the same principle here. These guys